Yes. We'd like to continue the conversations with our next speaker, who is Joe Hidalgo, founder and CEO of the Measuring Company. Joey is known as the profitable estimator. Is the founder of Measuring Company, an estimating ecosystem connecting 100,000 Filipino estimators with 100,000 Australian tradies and builders through smarter systems and remote talent. After migrating to Australia with just $700, Joey saw the real pain points across the construction industry. Builders and tradies losing jobs from delayed quoting, overworked or unavailable local estimators, and skilled Filipino engineers underutilised and undervalued. Through TMC, Joey is changing that, helping Aussie builders and tradies win more jobs, protect margins and reclaim their time while creating global opportunities for Filipino professionals. Joey's mission is simple yet powerful: to build bridges that empower both sides of the construction world to thrive locally and globally. So would you please welcome Joey to the stage?
Thank you, Master Builders Victoria. It's a pleasure for this opportunity to tell my story. Mabuhay! 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 Long live! That's what it means in the Philippines. Well, I would like to start my story about bridging two nations through construction. I'd like to tell first what's the backstory of Joey Hidalgo. I used to be the guy who actually, from the very young age, I was actually selling like milkshake, pearl shake in school. I was putting it in a plastic bag and put it with the sugar and pearls. And then I sell it to the school. So I can actually save money to be able to fund my schooling. So, and there was one point that I couldn't get to school anymore. And my mom mentioned to one of nuns who actually work for the school that I was studying, Joey won't be able to go to school anymore. Yeah, he has to stop. And truth be told, this lady, this nun, traveled in Italy and found my benefactor, and she paid for my studies. I was able to continue. So here I am. I stand here that I'm very fortunate for a couple of ladies in my life, shall we say. One, obviously my mom, who gave birth to me. Then the nun who actually made that arrangement that I had a benefactor. I wasn't really top in my class, but my dad is a messenger. In the Philippines, we call that like the Uber Eats. He actually drives motorbike as a liaison officer for a company, Kodak, Philippines. Anyone knows Kodak? So 20 years. My dad was retrenched. I was already studying engineering as well. So he was retrenched. I don't know where to go again. Another episode. Because my school, with Eliza, same school that my batchmate, thank you for coming, they made it quarter term instead of actually 2 terms in a year. So I'm not able to fund my studies again. But I met another lady. This lady was running her business, doing a job fair in my school. And she saw me. I was helping fixing her pull-up banner that she couldn't get sorted. And she said, "Hey boy, do you need a job? In case you would need a job, here's my card." And she gave me that opportunity. I rang her after I couldn't fund my studies. So I stopped again, save, and actually go back to my engineering. So I was able to finish it. The other third lady that I would say that really helped my life as well is Australia. I call her the lady, right? Giving me an opportunity with just $700 on my pocket and 2 luggage with my wife. I said, you know what? We have a good career already here, but I feel that we can do something better. I was looking at the streets of Melton. Someone was shouting at us, me and my wife, when we're pushing the push cart from Coles from Woodgrove Shopping Center to the house that we're staying for about 1.5 kilometers. That was like, man, I think 3 months or so that we're pushing push carts because I couldn't afford a car. But there's another lady again who gave me a crack. Nobody wants to give me an opportunity from what I feel, right? I said, hang on, I'm very qualified. How come Australia let me come here and no one's want to hire me? And I said, you know what? I'll just keep trying. I was sending CVs, 25 to 50 CVs a day just to get my foot in the door. And I was amazed that one lady from the back, Nadisha, her angel as well is similar name, which is I got Angelina, who gave her a crack. She gave me a crack. I was able to get into the industry, was able to work to Sonipar. I was managing part numbers of 1.5 million part numbers for construction materials. And that progressed on to being able to work with tradies and also with builders. Now, enough about me. I saw that there's really a gap. That there are jobs that we miss or the tradies miss. They're not able to price jobs because this is pandemic time that I started my business. Actually, pre-pandemic 2019. And a lot of us, sad to say, engineers, architects, we end up cleaning the toilet. Not trying to belittle that job, but we can create more value for this country. Drive Uber, wash this. So that's where technically the journey, the struggles that I was able to see, there is a breakthrough. I believe so for that. And ladies and gentlemen, one of the success stories that I would say that I think is just about being able to show yourself out there, whatever we do, we just got to keep showing up. So I'm very fortunate that when I started my business, I was even given a chance to work on a very big project, 80-level building, Queen's Place. Anyone familiar with that? We were able to help out multiplex, serve multiplex, and measure a certain trade for them. Confidential. Okay, so, but a lot of companies still not able to utilize our solution. That's why I created TMC, the measuring company platform, where tradies and builders can have access of Filipinos, not just Filipinos actually, remotely. And here are my mentees. Constantly, I invest time and pass on what I've learned and what's the Aussie way of doing things. Because I truly believe if they would be given a chance or someone actually bridging that gap for them, they'll be able to add value. So I do online training and I do also face-to-face trainings. And in fact, January, I'll be actually doing an event in Manila to train more people. So truth be told, I hope that's going to be a successful event. But here's one success story.
It was actually when I was looking for work, and then I found TMZ, and well, training for estimation, and I could use that for my future work. And then I remember messaging user. It was one night. Sorry to message you, and then you offered me the training. Then that's next thing I know, I'm already in your training.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, you gave me a project. Okay. I estimated the project, and then after that, there was an interview. I was applying for a project engineer position, and one of my responsibilities there is to do an estimate. So yeah, I like not really expertly, but yeah, I was able to explain everything I want to do. with estimation, the process, and the training that I did with you. That was actually part of my interview process. And after a few days, they got back to me and I got the job. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
After that, like 7 months down, like today.
7 months now. Congratulations. Well done. Well
Yeah,
done.
thank you. Thank you. I'm still doing estimation. Like with every project that we do, estimation is part of my job with all the quantities, even logistics. I need to consider the budget for every part of the manufacturing that we do, delivery, labor, everything. So it's all within the estimate that I do, and it really helps me.
So that okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that guy, um, 3 months in, he couldn't get a job, but he reached out, and I told him, "Well, if you would be happy to join that program, let's see what we can do. I cannot promise you anything, but all I can promise is teach you how we do it with our clients, and if that is valuable for you." And then he believed. So, and one of the key things that I really love is telling stories. So, but not about me, but about the people and representation. So I created this moniker, the profitable estimator, but the host, right? Was able to interview Kate Raymond, the CEO of Master Electrician Australia. Very fortunate. She gave me her time, gave us her time. And our people have a little bit more confidence saying, well, if that guy from nobody, from somewhere in the Philippines, was given an opportunity, a chance, um, and one of the key things that we want to do is there's a lot of things that still not or prevents us from getting to the industry sooner. A lot of solutions out there. I'm not saying it's wrong, but the always approach is actually top down. When you reach like PhD level, when you reach professional level, you, I mean, my engineering community, they try to get mutual recognition. The only patching, I think there's a core problem that is not addressed. So what I'm saying is Philippines is always chasing the National Electrical Code of USA. But I'm not sure if I should say this, but Trump is not really welcoming to other nationalities. What would Filipinos do, right? So we are part of my organization, which is IIEE. We are proposing our project to harmonize our code to Australian standard, or at least Filipinos can actually, or Filipino electricians and engineers, electrical engineers, can actually adapt easily. So, well, that's my mission, connecting 100K Filipino estimators to 100K Aussie tradies and builders. We're not there yet. I just want to be clear. But it's still a big project that we're on. But I hope you guys can actually support our mission. So we do believe the modern day Bayanihan, we call it in the Philippines, is actually raising the house to move it from another location. That's the modern day Bayanihan now from the Philippines to Australia is actually lifting someone else's job, getting into a industry that he truly deserves to be able to add value, so we can help them build a dream life. Thank you.